Are you a progressive young leader, a proactive emerging executive, a rising professional? Then you need appropriate cover for your vehicle. Introducing the Pro Motor Plan from Beacon. Car insurance that includes free loss of use, windscreen cover up to $3,500, free special perils, free accident forgiveness. Get Beacon's Pro Motor Plan today. Don't procrastinate. Call Beacon today at 440-4447 or visit beacongrenada.com.
How am I supposed to finish cooking like this?
I wonder if climate change is behind all these water shortages. Time to think about the future.
It's really time to invest in a proper water storage tank, you know.
What water tanks you guys have available?
We have 450 gallons for a family of 3, 800 gallons for a family of 5, and 1,000 gallons for a family of 7. Purchasing any of these tanks will ensure that you have enough water stored.
Don't be like me and wait until you're out of water. Be smart. Be prepared. Invest in a proper water storage tank today.
Welcome to the future of shopping with Real Value IGA mobile app. Now, your favorite supermarket is right in your pocket. Whether you're a student, a busy parent, or in the diaspora shopping for friends and family at home, a Yachty or a Grenadian, our mobile app has you covered. Shop online with our mobile app from anywhere and enjoy free delivery to St. George and St. David. Or you can pick up your groceries in-store, hassle-free. Convenience, savings, and a seamless experience in Grenada. All right here at your fingertips. Download the Real Value IGA mobile app and start shopping today. Real Value IGA, bringing the supermarket to you.
Affordable quality products delivered to you via Superb service. We are Superb distributors, wholesalers and authorized agents for trusted products you know and love, like Rika Juices, Pure Heaven products, Bibbin diapers, New Bright laundry detergent, Allegra pasta, and more.
Contact Superb Distributors at 435-2948 for superb quality and service.
Diamond Intercontinental Jewelry Store now has amazing deals, special discounted prices on wedding sets, watches, and selected jewelry. We sell top brand jewelry and watches like Citizen, Guess, and Klein, and G-Shock, all at the best prices in Grenada. We also buy scrap gold and offer the best deals and customer service on the island. Opening hours Mondays to Saturdays, 9:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. Diamond Intercontinental Jewelry Store, located at the Esplanade Mall, St. George's, Grenada. Visit our brand new remodeled store or call us on telephone number 414-3114, 232-1234 or WhatsApp 533-1581. Sale is on for a limited time only. All right, and of course we want to say hello and welcome to everyone tuned in to another Mikey Live program. It's Friday. We try to come a little earlier on Fridays, because we know that people like to hang out on Fridays. So we're just trying to adjust accordingly. So we have a few things to tell you about. We are going to be talking a bit about Intercall now that it is all over. All right, we'll tell you what the points looked like. What else do we have to tell you? The Prime Minister is to go to Qatar. Yeah, we'll talk to you about that. What else? So there was some bottle throwing after or in the direction of Ethan Sam, and that has created a lot of discussions. We'll talk about that. What else? The sword turning ceremony has been held for the St. Andrew Anglican Primary School boy $26.5 million facility. All right, now that is going to be interesting. I want to see how that building turns out. That's a lot of money. And the school deserves it. They've been through so much. They've been through so much. All right, so we'll talk about that as well. One man has been charged with attempted robbery with violence and possession of firearm. We'll talk to you about that in a while. I don't know. We have other things to talk to you about. All right, so brace yourself. This is Mikey Live News Discussed Not Told. We coming back. Someone sharing tonight's program will receive some free credit compliments. Digicel, you could be that person. Also, we have a phone to give away, a Samsung phone. We'll do that on Monday, God's willing. All right, but anywho's, stay right there. We'll be back.
Are you a progressive young leader, a proactive emerging executive, a rising professional? Then you need appropriate cover for your vehicle. Introducing the Pro Motor Plan from Beacon. Car insurance that includes free loss of use, windscreen cover up to $3,500, free special perils, free accident forgiveness. Get Beacon's Pro Motor Plan today. Don't procrastinate. Call Beacon today at 440-4447 or visit beacongrenada.com.
Shop with confidence at Quartz. Get the lowest prices guaranteed. Get appliances, furniture, electronics, and so much more. If you find a lower price on any other products elsewhere, we'll match the price. Plus, we'll give you back 110% of the difference. Shop with confidence only at Quartz. Bringing value home. Special conditions apply.
Yeah, so how are you doing, peoples? Welcome. This is another episode of Mikey Live News Discussed, Not Told. All right, so let's get straight into the business. I see we just received a notice about a missing man. We will have to find a way to get that into our so that you can see. All right, so we'll work on that. I can read it to you, but if you can't see, then we have a problem there. So I'll see if I can get that organized for you. So the first thing that we have to tell all you about the Prime Minister, heading to Qatar. You understand? Yes, man. So it's a special visit that he's going to be making. All right, he's going there on the 12th. That is when tomorrow. He's going there to attend the International Civil Aviation Organization (ICAO) facilitation conference, which is scheduled to run from April 14th to the 17th. Now, the International Civil Aviation Organization is a United Nations agency. It supports 193 countries and encourages them to cooperate and to share their skies to mutual benefits. All right, so in a nutshell, that's what they do. So the Prime Minister is going to be attending this. All right. So I told you all about the sword turning. This was well in the making, and now it has happened. So soon we will see the construction of this facility. Now it's for the St. Andrew Anglican Primary School on Victoria Street, Grenville. Tuesday, April 8th, they had the sword turning ceremony, marking the countdown to a long-awaited new school structure. Now, construction of the new school, which Education Minister Senator the Honorable David Andrew sees as transforming the infrastructural and educational landscape of the town, begins next Tuesday. Yeah, it begins next Tuesday. That is on the 15th. And I understand. So, all you, I showed them teachers and they may be crying. Eh? Now, the CDB funded project is estimated and expected to cost just around $26 million. And run for, in terms of the construction, run for a period of 18 months. You understand? Yes. So it's expected to be completed around October of 2026. I just know why. You understand? I just know. So they are ready to start the construction from next week, and then it's peace down the line. You understand? All the big up all the whole self. Alright. What else do we have to tell all you about? By a man, Leo
Williams is a 25-year-old laborer of Pearls in St. Andrew. Now, Leo has been charged with the offense of attempted robbery with violence and possession of firearm. Now, on Wednesday, 9th April 2023, following a report of an armed robbery at River Antoine, St. Patrick, police conducted an operation which led to the apprehension of Mr. Williams at the Pearls area, St. Andrew. During his apprehension, officers recovered a Glock 17 pistol. Now, Mr. Williams appeared at the Soteas Magistrates Court today and was remanded to His Majesty's prisons. He is scheduled to be brought back to court on Monday, 28th April 2025. All right. So cricket continues tomorrow, boy. The Windward Islands under 19 tournament is well on its way. 2 more days. Grenada ain't looking too bad. 2 more days. You understand? So yeah, by tomorrow is game in Tantine, and I think it's Progress Park, I believe. Yeah. So all the support, I don't have nothing to do. Go and support them players. Cricket West Indies, the Chief Executive Officer, CEO Chris Deering, has commended the government of Grenada for its ongoing upgrades of the Grenada National Cricket Stadium, which is preparing to host the West Indies versus Australia. Yeah, hold on. Can I call you back in 2 minutes? Just 2 minutes. Sure. Yeah, sure. Yeah. The important call, I had to take it. Yeah, understand? So, yeah. And Grenada in 2 minutes. Yeah, no. Well, Grenada in 2 minutes, half an hour. Right? So, yeah, what is he showing me? Anyway, they're showing me some note through the glass. I can't even read it. I suspect they're one of them small men. Anyway, so they were saying that it's good going. Grenada prepares to host West Indies and Australia, July 3rd to 7th. This highly anticipated Test match marks the grand return of international cricket to the Tri-Island state. We haven't had cricket in a while. Now, Deering, along with CWI President Dr. Kishore Sharlo and the Director of Cricket Miles Bascom, toured the venue on Wednesday, 2nd April 2025. Now, they were guided by Honorable Delma Thomas, Minister for Sports, who provided insight into the upgrades taking place. All right, so they like what they're seeing. So there's this glass doors right to the studio. So if they have to send me a little thing, I will see them. I just seen this note. I can't even read it, and I seen a little finger. Them children and them, I guess, they found the use of the glass window through the door. So, anywho, let's go. Yeah. Now, let's talk about. They distracted me. Let's talk about Intercall. Wasn't Intercall amazing? Those races were just amazing. We had records being broken, some big records. Kirani James's record got broken. You understand? Yeah, so many records that was standing for a long time got broken during the 3-day event. At the end of the day, we had the St. David's Catholic Secondary School in the girls or female division topping the charts, narrowly edging off St. Andrew Anglican Secondary School. St. David's Catholic, 186.6 points, while SAS amassed a total of 170. Right behind them were the Anglican High School at 162.67 points. And then, with a bit of a gap, there was MacDonald College in 4th position. Then St. Joseph's Convent, St. George, 74 points. And there was the Boca Secondary School. Didn't do too bad in the grand scheme of things. It was just a few points that separated the Boca Secondary School, and the St. Joseph's Convent, St. George. So St. Joseph's Convent, St. George was 74 points, and the Boca Secondary was 73.67. Just a few points. And points, yes, and it's like, yeah, that's a fraction. Then there was the St. Joseph's Convent, Grenville, and then there was the Hillsborough Secondary School, then Grenville Secondary, Bishop's College, Wester Hall Secondary, 12 points. Y'all remember in the girls division, eh? You remember when Wester Hall Secondary almost won Intercall? Well, they won. In my books, they won. Because I did there, and I saw what happened. And they all just demotivate the school. You understand? So then there was, in the boys division, Grenada Boys Secondary School came out on top. In the boys division, 253.50 points. Then there was SAS, 232. PBC, 121.50. Then there was in David's Catholic, 108 points. Then there was Hillsborough Secondary School. And then there was McDonald College, Grenada Christian Academy, St. John's Christian Secondary, Grenville Secondary, St. Rose, Happy Hill, Bishop's College, Wester Hall Secondary School. 14th, it was just a couple years ago, Wester Hall, in its prime as a baby, won Intercall and they didn't give them. When one of the final races that was going to be a decider, there was a false start. I was standing right there and this thing bothered me for years. There was a false start, and so the Wester Hall Secondary School student rightfully stopped running when the false start was initiated. The other schools neglected the status orders by continuing to run. So they neglected the status orders by continuing to run. The Wester Hall Secondary School student did the right thing and stopped. And when everybody started to run and he realized the race was still running, he just went ahead and ran, but wasn't able to win. They lost the race. All right. And then I heard that they lost. I was like, what? Well, how is that even possible? That was a couple of years ago I'm talking about it. But like I said, it's a scar, that has been there with me for years because I thought that was rather unfortunate, rather unfair. Now, the school, Wester Hall Secondary School, placing 14th, and what has changed? 14th. Something drastic has been 10 points in the boys division. 10 points in the boys division and in the girls division. Let me see. Somebody needs to investigate the school and the whole situation with the sports. What's going on? I'm serious. And 12 points for the female. In other words, what has changed? Is it the coach? Is it the school's position on athletics? Is it that they don't have the facilities or the support? Something wrong. Do an investigation and an intervention and get this thing right. You can't tell me a school almost won Intercall when they were a baby. Now they're in their adolescent stage. They can't even make a note. They can't even put on their pants. Nah, man. They get caught putting on their pants. Nah, man. That don't make any sense. So while we're on Intercall, there's a lot of controversy relating to bottles that were thrown, and they say thrown in the direction of Ethan Sam. You understand? So you had quite a few people talking about it. You understand? Including the minister. She said, I want to say something that's close to home for me because I've been there. She also, so that's the other one. She also spoke about the situation with the commentator, with Jason, and that little boy. Eventually, the little boy came out and speak about what happened. He says, basically, not technically, but basically he was saying the reason why he said no comment is because the previous day, one of his colleagues commented on something and they bullied him on social media. So he didn't want to be a subject of bullying again. So that's why he said no comments, not in an effort to be rude, but to safeguard himself. And in the process, he was said to be rude by the commentator and, dismissed. He was dismissed by the commentator in a sense. And, a lot has been said following that incident, in terms of whether or not we fail the children, because it was adults that were making the bullish and the bullying statements on Facebook, about a lot of these students, calling them a name. They call Ethan Uncle Sam. There's a lot of stuff that I thought adults shouldn't be engaged in. It's just petty and childish, and it's at the end of the day, I don't know. We just feel like we need to say something all the time, and then when we say it, we don't think about how it affects the people that we're saying it about. So Delma Thomas said that his refusal to talk wasn't rudeness. It wasn't arrogance. It was a moment of quiet courage. And so, that was her position on the matter. But then I tell you, it was just unfortunate how he was handled, to be honest with you. Yeah. I hope that Jason will find it within himself to reach out to the youth after hearing his story and possibly, comfort him and, big man is big man. Apologize to him and say, boss, I didn't have a full understanding of what was going on, and if that's your position, I'm sorry about that, bro. Know yourself. You're a good athlete. Think. Big man is big man. You can't go down fighting with this one. Just because it's a child. It's a child. It's a young man that we're dealing with, and we often fail them. Anyway, one of the other things that came out of the intercall boy was the whole bottle throwing incident behind the athlete, or in the direction of Ethan Sam. You understand? They say show the video. Let me see. I'll say show the video, but I don't see the video in the folder. Oh, sorry. Yeah, it's there. Let's see that again. Okay. All right. So he went to put a wreath in front of that looks like the SAS. Is that SAS? Okay. Okay. Let me go back to my script. So the whole idea of the bottles being thrown in his direction when he was going to put the wreath in front the SAS students, I said, well, it's clearly a case of taunting on the path of Ethan, and some people responded, and the thing is, it would appear, I didn't see who it came from, but they accused an adult of pelting one of those bottles in the direction of Sam. And so we've had Delma Thomas, Minister, speaking on that, and other people. It's I don't know, boy, lad. No. First of all, let's say Delma, Minister Thomas. I am deeply disappointed and disturbed by the actions of the individuals who chose to throw bottles behind one of our outstanding young athletes, Ethan Sam, during the intercall event. This kind of behavior has absolutely no place in our sports or in our society. It is not only dangerous, but disrespectful To a young man who has represented his school and his country with pride, discipline, and excellence, Ethan is a role model, a leader, and an inspiration to many. No young person should ever be made to feel unsafe or targeted while doing what they love and giving their best. As Minister for Youth and Sports, I strongly condemn the act and call on all Grenadians to uphold the spirit of unity, respect, and sportsmanship. Let us remember that Intercol is a celebration of youth, talent, and national pride. To Ethan and his peers, we stand with you. We see you. We thank you for your continued shine and continue to shine with dignity and strength. Let us do better, Grenada. Our young people deserves better. We also had a statement. The principal, staff, and students and athletes of the St. Andrew Anglican Secondary School SAS unequivocally. You see this, that if it was up to me, I'd have put in them words in the English dictionary, because it is a tongue twister. You understand? It is unnecessary. You could have just put words to express that kind of thing. You don't have to make it so. You understand? Because it will tire people. First of all, look at how many vowels it has in there and where those vowels are placed. You understand? So, anyway, so in that statement, they were condemning the act of missile throwing directed at again, Mr. Sam during the staging of the Intercol Games. They say that such behavior is not a reflection of the school's value, and they in no way condone or support this kind of thing. Ethan is an exemplary and humble athlete, they're saying, and they say that his talent continues to inspire many. And so basically, they are saying that, okay, they are taking the stance that, well, maybe it came from the direction of the SAS stand, because Ethan went there to taunt the thing. You understand? To put the there. And so they responded. So that is why I guess they are coming out with this statement. So for those justifying the behavior, because of the lane, maybe it was not the right thing to do, especially the bottle with the water. You know, remember we were talking about that the day before, that, you know, if you're throwing a full bottle of water, of course it's going to harm somebody. That's dangerous. Now the reed laying thing is nothing new. That's just the typical bantering that you would find happening at Intercol. But the reaction from the spectators is what is being condemned here. You understand? I think the position of many is that the students themselves don't do that kind of stuff. You know, and maybe if it was a student who did it, maybe the public would have been a little more understanding, possibly. I don't know, probably. But the fact that it's coming from adults, it probably is where the problem comes in. How do you find yourself going to the point of throwing a full bottle of water, behind a student? Yeah. So the reed lane is not new. I thought initially it was provocative, but the question is, does it justify the throwing of a full bottle of water that is likely to harm the youth? I don't think so. That one is really, really crazy. Let's look at it again. And on that note, we do hear that there were, I think, 2 injuries that came out of bottle throwing. Again, people putting things in the bottle like water, or having full bottles of water and having thrown that in, in the direction of some of the students and stuff like that. But all in all, it was outside of the 1 or 2 isolated incidents. It was a safe event. It was a good event. I think many people really enjoyed the intercall, whether it is virtually or in person. This event never disappoints. You understand? And so congratulations to all of the individuals who participated. Yeah, all of the individuals who participated, despite everything that went down. The real highlight for me was the 400 meter senior boy final. Ian George, one of the hold on. Ian George came from nowhere for some and clinched the win over Ethan Sam. You understand? Big up to Shaper. Well deserves. St. John's Christian Secondary School. You understand? But what stood out even more was a show of camaraderie between the 2 men. Ethan was the favorite for that event. However, Ian won that event, but they are very familiar with each other. You understand? So the show of camaraderie, even in intense competition, is commendable. Now we would all take a page from their book, or should in fact. You can compete and still show respect. And that's what it's all about. Competing, but respectfully doing so and respecting each other. I mean, these guys, yeah, you want one to win over the other, but they are familiar with each other, and their friendship go way back. And guess what? They both will be representing us, Grenada, at Carifta next week. You understand? So, yeah, man. Big them up. Alright? Big them up. Yeah, boy. Wah! It was Ethan. You know, he was this close. One more quota pinned. One more quota pinned. Telling everybody. So, So that's it there. What else we have to tell? It's Friday. We're not keeping it too long on the business, man. Oh, giveaway. We have we have to give all our phone. We have a phone for all you. Samsung. Again, all the phone next week. Monday, God's willing. You understand? It's Friday. So, yeah. And that's all about the consumer affairs. What is the term used when a good or service is sold at a high price during a crisis? That's our question for today, whether you're on YouTube or Facebook. The first correct answer on my screen. Right? So when a good or service is sold at a higher price, what is that called during a crisis? Denise, how are you doing? Okay, we're looking for a winner. $20 credit we're giving you tonight. $20 credit, compliments. Consumer affairs. Yep. Let's go. So there's a crisis, and people decide to sell things at a higher price. What is this called? Yes. Share Kador. You're correct. Send us a message on 41888 8888. That's 1-473-418-8888. All right. We have a winner on YouTube. All right. That's price gouging. When you decide that you're going to sell the price, you're going to sell things higher, or you're going to charge for your service a little more expensive because you're in a crisis. Price gouging. And congratulations to you, because that is correct. All right. Send us a message. No, you can't get. No, Leonora. You can't get Queenie that credit in New York. So send us a message as you delete your inflation. 1-473-418-8888 with the number that you would like us to credit. And we are closing it out with an awesome prize. All right, we're closing off this giveaway segment. Compliments the Consumer Affairs Office next Monday, and we have saved the best for last. It's a brand new Samsung A15 phone that will be up for grabs on Monday. So please feel free to join us on Monday. We have another question for you, and we're giving you a brand new smartphone. All right, that's it for us for tonight. What we're going to do is we're going to go through the weather for you. Let's go. Every time square one come out to play. Look, they just anywhere that they smell your hat. They just anywhere that. Good. Weather for us, fair and hazy with brief isolated showers during partly cloudy spells. Max temperature, tonight's minimum temperature 25.5 degrees Celsius. Winds east northeasterly to east southeasterly at 8 to 18 miles per hour. Seas moderate with waves 4 to 7 feet in open waters. Now, Saturday's weather expected to be generally fair and slightly hazy with brief light morning and nighttime showers. Again, for Saturday, it's expected to be generally fair and slightly hazy with brief light morning and nighttime showers. Our max temperature for tomorrow, Saturday, 30.5 degrees Celsius, minimum 25.5. Winds east northeasterly to east southeasterly at 10 to 20 miles per hour. Seas moderate with waves 4 to 6 feet in open waters. And that's it for weather for... Oh, you want the weather for Sunday too? Okay. Partly cloudy and slightly hazy with brief isolated showers. Max temperature 30.5 degrees Celsius, minimum 25.5. Winds easterly to southeasterly at 12 to 22 miles per hour. Seas moderate with waves 4 to 6 feet in open waters. That's the weather for tonight, tomorrow, and Sunday. Picking up all the people on YouTube, Facebook, all of you. Blessings to you. All right. So, Facebook people, share on YouTube, and all the people on Facebook: Leonora, Jacinta, Donna, Shomin, Denise, Who else? Everybody. Blessings to you all right? So, have a great weekend. We're going to be back with the cricket tomorrow, God's willing for you. Also, we'll be live tomorrow morning at around 9 with the Queens and their workout segment. The Queens and their workout segment tomorrow. God's willing, stay tuned for that. That's 9 a.m. as well as we'll have some cricket for you from around 9:30 thereabout. It's all going to be on our page. God bless. We leave you with a word from our sponsors.
Are you a progressive young leader, a proactive emerging executive, a rising professional? Then you need appropriate cover for your vehicle. Introducing the Pro Motor Plan from Beacon. Car insurance that includes free loss of use, windscreen cover up to $3,500, free special perils, free accident forgiveness. Get Beacon's Pro Motor Plan today. Don't procrastinate. Call Beacon today at 440-4447 or visit beacongrenada.com.
How am I supposed to finish cooking like this?
I wonder if climate change is behind all these water shortages. Time to think about the future.
It's really time to invest in a proper water storage tank,
What water tanks you guys have available?
We have 450 gallons for a family of 3, 800 gallons for a family of 5, and 1,000 gallons for a family of 7. Purchasing any of these tanks will ensure that you have enough water stored.
Don't be like me and wait until you're out of water. Be smart. Be prepared. Invest in a proper water storage tank today.
Welcome to the future of shopping with Real Value IGA mobile app. Now, your favorite supermarket is right in your pocket. Whether you're a student, a busy parent, or in the diaspora shopping for friends and family at home, a Yachty or a Grenadian, our mobile app has you covered. Shop online with our mobile app from anywhere and enjoy free delivery to St. George and St. David. Or you can pick up your groceries in-store, hassle-free. Convenience, savings, and a seamless experience in Grenada. All right here at your fingertips. Download the Real Value IGA mobile app and start shopping today. Real Value IGA, bringing the supermarket to you.
Anywhere at any time and have it delivered to you right here in Grenada at yogo.gd.
Affordable quality products delivered to you via superb service. We are superb distributors, wholesalers, and authorized agents for trusted products you know and love, like Rika Juices, Pure Heaven products, Bibbin diapers, New Bright laundry detergent, Allegra pasta, and more.
Contact Superb Distributors at 435-2948 for superb quality and service.
Diamond Intercontinental Jewelry Store now has amazing deals, special discounted prices on wedding sets, watches, and selected jewelry. We sell top brand jewelry and watches like Citizen, Guess, and Klein, and G-Shock, all at the best prices in Grenada. We also buy scrap gold and offer the best deals and customer service on the island. Opening hours Mondays to Saturdays, 9:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. Diamond Intercontinental Jewelry Store, located at the Esplanade Mall, St. George's, Grenada. Visit our brand new remodeled store or call us on telephone number 414-3114, 232-1234 or WhatsApp 533-1581. Sale is on for a limited time only.
Shop with confidence at Quartz. Get the lowest prices guaranteed. Get appliances, furniture, electronics, and so much more. If you find a lower price on any other products elsewhere, we'll match the price. Plus, we'll give you back 110% of the difference. Shop with confidence only at Quartz. Bringing value home. Special conditions apply.